Hi, came cho?
in Parul, अगर कोई celebrity आ रहा है, it's like okay,
Yes.
it's common.
Actually, a lot of hangout places in the university.
Yeah.
So you can't actually choose one.
आपको पता है कि सिक्योरिटी गार्ड्स भी हमारे सारे रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर्स हैं.
Out of all the universities I discovered, I found this university very much different from the other.
I was able to manage my academics at the same time, and at the same time I was stepping forward to my interests.
And whatever field you're going to explore, this university has all the kind of stuff that is going to support you in.
Hi guys, welcome to Shiksha Insiders, where we step into campuses across India to know the ground reality. And today, we are at Parul University, Vadodara, known as one of the most colorful and culturally vibrant campuses in the country. You are going to hear the untold stories. You are going to experience the campus life, unfiltered, fun, straight from the students. So hi, we have two future engineers from Parul University with us. So would like to start with your intro first.
Okay. Hi everybody, myself Bhumi Mishra, and I'm a third year BTech CSE student pursuing Computer Science and Engineering Bachelor's of Technology. And personally, I'm from Maharashtra. I'm studying here in Gujarat, and I'm a very keen person to know about a lot of things, and which is why we are here, and would love to know about talk more on this.
Okay.
Hi everybody, myself Saurabh Pandey. I'm a second year student doing a specialization in AIML, Computer Science and Engineering. And the thing that describes me the best is that I'm a very curious and exploring kind of person who doesn't like to keep himself in boundaries and explore different things, whatever I'm interested in. So this is a very great opportunity for me to share all my stories and the fun fact about this university.
Okay, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
So would like to start with the journey from at Parul. How did we get to know about Parul University first?
Well, that's a very fun story.
Okay.
So basically, we cleared our 12th and high schools, and then we got into yes, we need to pursue this degree. And while we were going through all of this, my dad was the one who got introduced me to this university, and that was very, very unexpected. On the news channel, we get our university page in the laptop, wherein reporter speaks, and then we have our university page. And there he got him. And then he told, why don't you explore this university's academics and curriculum, and you can go for this as well. So me being interested in international foreign relations, I was like, if I could do both of the things at the same time. So I got my degree. I got one opportunity that I could pursue my degree as well, and I could do one of the course that is external relations.
Okay.
So this university was giving that. You can do or pursue both of the things at the same time. And that is how I came to this university. Then I started exploring every little page about Parul University, where academic curriculum there is, how events goes, of course. Since you're a first year student, you're very keen to experience every little thing. So I'm exploring that. And one of the page was Shiksha as well, that got to scroll and everything.
Okay.
Every little detail of not just for our university, but other universities as well.
Okay. We'll get into that later.
Yes.
We'll start sort of.
My story starts like I was just scrolling Instagram on a random day.
Okay.
So there an ad pop up of Parul University. Actually, I was searching for different university. What are the facilities that is being provided? What is the fee structure? Whether it's affordable, because when you come from a middle class family, the first thing that comes is it should be affordable.
Right.
And beside that, the thing is that university should provide all the facilities that you actually want, to build your future. So the thing that the reason I decided to get into this university is because I want to join defense.
Okay.
So Parul University was specifically providing, the support to all the defense aspirant. There is a cell that we have that is Armed Forces Motivational Cell.
Okay.
So there, whoever is aspiring to join the forces later on, all the support, study material, interview support, everything is provided there.
Oh.
So this, out of all the universities I discovered, I found this university very much different from the other, because beside providing me the degree, it was also supporting my dream, the passion that I want to join in the future.
Right.
So that was the reason that I decided to join this university.
Okay. So I have a question for you. Like, you are passionate about getting into defense, right?
Yes.
And then choosing a course like BTech.
Yes.
itself is a hectic course, like project assignment, a lot of things. So managing your academics along with your passion, how this university is helping you doing both the things?
So actually, like, it was very difficult at start.
Okay.
I not myself was able to understand that how I'm going to manage all these different things, because like joining the defense forces is not just clearing an exam.
Right.
It's about a good personality too. So that personality development was also needed in me.
Right.
So the thing was ki our teachers, they were very helpful, and beside when I came into the first year, it's very flexible in first year. The curriculum is very flexible. They don't load you with a lot of things in the first year itself, because after upcoming years, when you will gradually go to third year, fourth year, you will have a lot of things. So in the first year itself, the things were very flexible.
Okay.
So that flexibility gave me an opportunity to discover, myself, and to grow my personality. So in the first year itself, as I mentioned about AFMC, that is Armed Forces Motivational Cell, there I could go and continue my study for the exam. And that was the exam part. But talking about personality part, that was a major challenge for me.
Yeah.
But this university, Paru University in particular, gave me a lot of opportunities which I never expected, to be very honest.
Okay.
Like in the first year itself, we have a event specially exclusively for the first year student itself, that is PU Rising Star.
Okay.
And you won't believe, like I was very shy going on the stage,
Okay.
but I removed that shyness. I got on the stage, and it is very contrary to say that the first event that I did was a singing competition.
Oh, okay.
I never used to sing in front of a crowd, but that day there were 100, 200 people, and esteemed guests were sitting in that auditorium. And that one event changed the entire trajectory of how I, was my path built around this university.
Okay.
From there, I got into PU Rising Star, winning PU Rising Star, debate and elocution. Then all these small wins led to something that was beyond my imagination. And that was winning the Times of India public speaking competition of Vadodara edition itself. So these were the things that, this is how the university provides you help in both academic and co-curricular activities.
Okay.
And at last, it also, I would say that it also depends on the students itself.
Okay.
We all have different things to do in life. We all have different things to manage in life. It is not going to be possible that we can manage studies also, we can manage sports also, we can manage other co-curricular activities also. It depends on your priority, which field you're going to explore. And whatever field you're going to explore, this university has all the kind of stuff that is going to support you in that particular field.
Okay.
So that's how I manage in the first year and still manage it.
Okay. So you told a lot about your passion things and all. How's your academics going on so far?
Academics, manageable.
Manageable. Okay.
It is pretty manageable. Like, additional to everything he said, that it depends on your priorities only. If you're someone who wants to enjoy and have academics, that our university is already giving that. So managing academics and events at the same time is pretty much about your interest. So academics are pretty manageable, but when it comes to events, as he told that in first year we have this event, PU Rising Star, especially for first year students. So I was even the one person who enrolled in this and won the entire event, not just for this elocution, debate, or poetry, something like that. But from that very first event led to another event. And gradually what I did is I started speaking in another competitions. Went to National Law University, went to IIM in Ahmedabad, and other IIMs and IITs for speaking, for doing MUMs, for doing National Youth Parliaments. And gradually, it's been like 2 years back, I started being in the university, and today till date, this year, I was invited as a speaker for youth, wherein every youth comes from their own state and speak at Vidhan Sabha.
Oh.
And there we got to speak on, and we were working on the policy. That's how I got into National Youth Parliament and got awarded with the Sushma Swaraj Award of India. That was national award that I got as of now. And this was very gradual. It was entirely from my interest. that I was able to manage my academics at the same time, and at the same time I was stepping forward to my interest, wherein our university was supporting at each level of steps. And if you're interested, okay, we are going to provide you with this facilities, we're going to provide you with this mentorship. So this is what we got, and that's how it was possible, I would say.
Yeah.
Otherwise this was really not possible.
Traditional colleges are like wherein student is very good at studies, right?
Yeah.
And they might be good at coding or whatever you guys are doing in engineering. So, but it difficult to get into public speaking or presenting themselves as an engineer. So now, I mean, listening to you guys, it's like, I mean, it's completely evolving here that I understand. And yeah, I mean, good insight. So, okay, now let's go down to the memory lane and see your first impression at Powell University that you came into the campus. And what thing has surprised you the most? I mean, at this campus, what was the first surprise that came into your mind?
Initially, I kid you not, for a year, I was using a kit that was provided by a university, and a map was given, and virtual map of our entire university.
I think they need to give the map because
So to every place I used to go, I used to see that map. Okay, here's the A block, here's the food court, here's the every little thing. So I used to, for 1 year, I had to use this because every new moment this is growing, this is developing, every little stage. And also one thing which I got into when I stepped into university, I was concerned ki I should know a little bit about Gujarat, right? So one thing I learned was, hi, kem cho?
Okay.
And in return, you can say majama. And if I have to say, okay, I had to learn this because I don't know Gujarati. So I'll say, Mane Gujarati nahi aava. So I'll just save this and I'll just pause and I'll move to next moment.
Okay.
So this is how my first experience was in the entire university. And I was very excited to know international students because my parents were excited that you can interact with them, you can get to know more about that. So that was the one thing I got to know.
Okay. Sort of.
The thing is that this university is very vast. Very vast, actually very vast. During the first year, all I used to know that wherever classes are held, that is a Bhagat Singh Bhavan.
Okay.
So all I used to know is from PU Gate to Bhagat Singh Bhavan to food court, then again to PU Gate. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. So it was the people that I met that who made me, discover the whole about this university, the different places. And when you get comfortable, you yourself actually, start to discover.
Right.
And it's not like the excitement has been done. Every new day, you will discover a new spot. And you will be like, oh, where I didn't discover it in the first year itself. So adventurous. In one word, I would say it was adventurous.
How many students are here roughly in IIT?
Thousands of students, like more than 50,000.
Yes.
Yes.
Our department, we have, like in AIML batch, we have 25 batch and each batch has 75.
25 batches.
Yes.
Okay.
75 students in particular batch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will actually see the crowd during the examinations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's the cultural diversity here? Because a lot of people are coming from different states, like you're from Maharashtra, from UP. So how is the cultural diversity here? How do you guys know?
Yeah, like from every state we have students here, and from every state we have even friends from every little state.
Okay.
So they are even very friendly to us. Culture is very good. There's no doubt in that. Absolutely.
Since we're talking about faculty members, so how accessible are they? Like, are they like Virus or 3 Idiots, or like they're like Rancho Das kind of faculty you have? How would you like to describe your faculty and their mentorship and their support to your academic journey?
So, how it happens in our university, we have my first teacher.
My first teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
The concept is my first teacher.
Okay.
So what happens is ki whenever a student has any doubt, the student can directly reach out to, my first teacher,
Okay.
where he or she can clear all the doubts. And regarding, as you talked about the faculty, it's not like they're very unreachable. After the classes have done, you can't ever reach out to them. It's not like that.
Okay.
You can go to their staff room. If you have any doubt, you can go to the staff room. You can ask, sir, I have this doubt and I'm facing this problem. So could you help me? They will absolutely help. So it's not like that our faculty members are like some alien type.
Okay.
Once the classes are over and you have any doubt, you can't solve the doubt. And also the thing is that we are provided with email and contacts of the faculty itself. So whenever you have any doubt, you can reach out to them. If you are facing any problem with studies, and if you're juggling between events and studies, you can likely reach out to them.
So my first teacher, is it like an app or what is
No, it's a like
It's a tag
teacher
that we
assigned.
give to.
It's a tag.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's called MFT, my first teacher.
Okay.
And that is a tag we give to our, just like a class teacher it is. And she manages us. It's pretty easy to access them, and then we can get to know about our own subjects and subject faculty members. So she is the one or he is the one who tell us about everything and mentor us in every little stage.
I would like to know one more thing that I heard a lot of thing about Parul University online, that the academics here are quite well structured. Well structured. I mean to say that assignments are very strict, deadlines are tight. So I mean, events, that much of events going on around. Like every day there's an event, right?
Yes.
Not in a month, not in a calendar year, maybe. So is it true? Like, how do you feel? Like, is it like the tight deadlines, assignments, and then along with the events?
So, tight deadlines for the assignments or internal examinations are very, very strict actually. And it depends on completely students. While we being in our department, our university take care that for our department students, there's no event going for their own department.
Okay.
And rather than that, other departments are keeping going their events and at the same time. But while we are into our examinations, our department doesn't have an event.
Anyway.
So we are able to focus on to our examinations and mid semesters and assignment as well. So that is really very easy to for us to even manage that. And another thing. So once we finish our examination, we have another event lined up.
Okay.
So that's a very easy go-to thing that we have.
I would agree with the strictness, but it's not like very rigid kind of strictness. It's not like you have your exams tomorrow, your final exams tomorrow, and then at the same day there is some big event going to happen. It's not like that. Our university plans the events and examination in such a way that they don't clash.
Okay.
And even when there is a clash, it may happen. It's not like it's very rigid. The teachers are not going to allow you to go and participate in the event. They will manage some flexibility. They will what they can do, they will increase the deadline. You can submit your assignment day after tomorrow. So the rigidness is there, but it's not that rigid ki you aren't able to get out of your comfort zone, or you aren't able to get out of your academic to actually go and explore all the different kinds of things that has been happening here.
Right.
And the rigidness, as you talk, ki as one side student is having their academic going on, and at the other side student is also able to test their academics on different events and different festivals.
Like hackathons and all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every department here has some events that is not at just university level but at national levels.
Okay.
And the guests who come at those events, they're not common guests. They're very
Huge.
team guests and personalities.
Can you name some of them?
We have conclave going on. I am in conclave that used to happen. In that, the guests were I want to join defense, so I would of course mention guests from army background.
Okay.
We had chief of army staff, chief of naval staff, and chief of air staff itself.
Oh,
They came to our university.
And
Yes,
recently only we had MS Dhoni visited our university,
Yeah.
who's our
Yeah.
ambassador. And again, a lot of chief guests from every department, from government of India to actresses or models or being a sports player. So MS Dhoni was the one. Then another one was S.J. Shankar sir, who's the former minister of our India.
Yes.
And then we also had startup people as well, Vinita Singh, and then Mary Kom. Then we also had Sania Mirza, OPR,
Rajat Sharma.
Rajesh Rajat
Atriya
Sharma.
Raj.
Yes. So these are people. Okay, these 5 people came for just for convocation of final degree to give our students. And apart from that, events get happening, and from all area people come.
Just like usual day in Parul, अगर कोई celebrity आ रहा है, it's like okay,
Yes.
it's common.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Even if you talk about actor, then Kartik Aaryan just came and got his movie promoted in our
Yeah.
university.
Okay.
So it's very usual that we are used to it, and that is good actually. When they come here, we usually have their talk sessions wherein they give us about their insights, their valuable thing, and then we are able to, the best thing is that whenever there's a session, every student get a chance to ask them a question.
Oh,
and that is the best thing I felt.
okay.
My first experience was back in 2023 only, when Boman Irani sir was our ambassador and Vani Kapoor. So we had their expert session as well. And while we were having this, everybody was told, if you want to ask, you can ask your questions. And that was the first time I got interacted with one of the known personality.
So what did you ask?
I did ask him, like, he faced the dyslexia in his own past phase. So how was able to face those challenges in such big industry that is completely different? So that was the one question I asked him, and he was very smoothly answering that all. And from the Three Idiots way only,
Okay.
just like a teacher.
Okay. Any experience that you had?
Like in
Your army? Yeah.
yes, I would mention about the tours as you talked about esteemed guest.
Hmm.
So what happened is that our university conducts a tour
Okay.
every now and then for 1 week. It happens, and like the chance is given to those top 10 students who are eligible to go on that tour.
Okay.
And in my personal life, in university life, whenever I will graduate from this university, that one tour I would always be close to my heart.
Okay.
As you talked about esteem get, in that tour, that was a civil servant tour. We got to meet IAS officers, IPS officer, IFS officer, ambassadors of different country, and who are currently serving. And the interaction was face to face. It's not like I'm asking a question and it's like the media kind of thing.
Okay.
You ask some random question and the person answer and then just vote. It was not like that.
Okay.
We had an interaction face to face with the IAS officer. You know how when we get into office of esteemed guest,
Right.
how we fear कि क्या होगा, कैसे answer करेंगे, क्या पूछेंगे.
Anxiety.
It was nothing like that. We were so free-minded that whatever question came in our mind regarding if we have any doubt, if we want to ask question on some specific topic, we could directly ask with them, and they were interacting with us like we are a part of their
Right.
team.
Okay.
It was like that kind of session.
So living your dream kind of experience.
Yes, it was really a dream kind of, and that was one thing in my whole university life that it really changed the whole trajectory.
Yeah.
Because the experiences like this come once in a lifetime, where the university is providing you with everything. You don't have to worry about where you will have the accommodation, how you're going to reach there. Everything is managed by the university itself.
And this is what I love about our university, is that if you're thinking about something, you don't think about the money that you need to pay. Because as I told about these tours, there are many tours that we have in our universities that are fully funded.
Fully funded.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Like this was a civil servant tour wherein we were both in the same thing, and he was the youngest person, by the way, in our entire tour.
Great achievement.
And apart from that, we have tours like leadership tours about finance, medical background, physiotherapy, homeopathy, or business tours and something. So we got a chance to be in civil servant leadership tour, where we were having 1 week of program in Delhi, where we visited ministers from all of the departments, IAS and IPS officers, as you mentioned. We visited embassies of all of the countries, and we even got interacted with UN committee members, United Nations of India, and which was just bordering, and a lot of prominent figures that we have as of now. So we were on daily basis. We were having, what happened in the tour was that on daily basis we were having sessions. We get them in the morning, we go brunch up, and then we usually used to had a session right at 7 a.m. We used to have sessions. We used to clear out all of the doubts very peacefully, very clearly, and very, like, it was just a normal thing to talk to them with a lot of people there. So right after that, we have another session lined up. Right after that, we have another session. So it was not a time barrier even. Even at night, if there was a session at night 11 p.m. So if the chief guest is free, if he has a time, then we used to go there and we used to have sessions, and we used to go get the insights from them. So
Okay.
this was entire our 7 days where we had this thing only, and met a lot of people there and visited a lot of various things that are in Delhi and that are under of government. So this was a thing that happened during our civil servant tour. And when we came back, that was entirely different experience when we came.
Okay. Grand welcome kind of?
No, it was it was life changing because we were just 10 selected students who were from our universities. We had a screening rounds before we got selected into this tours. So 5 of them were NCC cadets, and 5 of them were qualified civil service aspirants who are going for this. So that's how we got into this space. And when you go so close to your dream or passion na, and you speak to those people and hear about those things that you really want to work in, that was a thing which we were coming along with. And when we came here, we were all clear with our idea that okay, this is the path we need to take, and this is where we could work in. And even now, it's been like 1 year to that tour. We still know that if we get into this situation, what were the words that we were told?
Okay.
So we get that to work, and that really helps us to work ahead.
The clarity.
One thing that we came with a mindset is that this is the life that we actually want to live.
Yes.
It was that experience which made us realize that this is how we want to live. So that was
So I guess everybody from different passion can get into this tour and could even get more enhanced and enrich themselves as a person and for their personality. So this was the best thing I feel I have utilized in my entire 3 years of journey.
Since you guys were part of top 10 students that shortlisted, right?
Yes.
So given that opportunity, if you get a chance to change something, one change that you would like to bring to the university, so what would you like to change?
So, okay. One thing, being an engineering student, I would change a little bit navigation system for all of the students.
Yeah.
Being told that I'm a blockchain developer, so I was keen for everybody to try to convert your Indian currency into cryptos.
Okay.
Okay. So in India, people doesn't use cryptos as much. In USA, it's very accessible. What if being in India, we are able to just tap your phones and pay in cryptos? That would be crazy, right?
Yeah.
So for that, in every our curriculum semester, we had this mini project called wherein we have to have your own ideas and build your own projects. So for that, I kept this entire idea that for wherever you're navigating in your entire university, if you're going to pay for that any of the penny in food courts or your Xerox or little things, so you just need to tap your phone. You just need to enter your INR. It will get paid in cryptos.
Cryptos. Okay.
Yeah. So these are little projects that we change and keep bringing into our university that could, help our student to learn more and more technologies.
because that genuinely, I love to do. Beside engineering, I love to read books. I love to read about philosophy, reading, and all those kind of things. I love to do that. Watching movies and knowing about the politics and all those things. But
So since you both have experienced hostel, right? So would like to know about hostel stories. थोड़ी सी कुछ कोई कांड वांड किया हो कुछ ऐसा that you would like to share with us.
Obviously, हर जगह होता है ये तो.
Okay.
But in our hostels, electricity, like if you have any electricity kettles, let's say, or switchboards, those are not allowed in our in our hostels. But students used to keep.
Okay.
We also had this on our in room. We used to have kettles. We have to have rods or press that is not allowed. So we used to keep, but ultimately वो सब पकड़े गए थे, and we had to pay fine for it.
Okay.
That is
कितना fine पे गया?
500 to 1,000 rupees for per the kettle that is caught. So we had 5 instruments in our room.
Okay.
So we had to pay every little thing. So that was the one thing. And rest is that one thing is that we get hospital facility if in 24/7 ambulances available for our hostelites,
Okay.
and that is completely free. If you want to access any hospital from for our university, you can directly just call ambulance and it will be right there, and your consultancy fees, your medicine fees will all be sponsored. You don't
All
need to
covered.
pay. Yes,
Okay.
you just need to call that. But so what I students at hostel used to do is कि जैसे at after 9 we cannot step outside our hostels.
Right.
So right after 9 they'll call ambulance.
Okay.
We'll go to hospital, and then after hospital you can explore food courts,
Okay.
and that's how you can access meals, because right from night 9 p.m. the door is closed of the hostel. It will get open in the early morning 5 or 6 around. So
Okay.
spending night is a very difficult part was in the hostel.
Okay. So
And-
night snacks and all not available.
No. We used to have this one facility that is which I liked. We used to have cafes at our top floor, rooftop cafes,
Hostel के रूप.
hostel ke rooftop pe.
Wow.
And then there's one Didi who used to come every little day, night mein, 10 baje she used to come and she used to say, chai chahiye, नाश्ता चाहिए. So she was the one our survivor कि हमारे night में survivor निकल जाता था.
Okay.
तो ये hostel का entire था पूरा.
Okay. Ambulance से.
Ambulance.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't been in hostel, so I don't have actually experience in that. I want to take the experience of the hostel, so
Complete experience.
yes.
So, favorite hangout spot for you guys at the campus?
Food courts, I would say. मतलब when I was like hostelite student, you need to go every Sunday. You need to go out and eat. Like on Sundays, usually dinner meal is not provided by our hostels.
Okay.
So usually you need to go out, need to socialize with people, and you need to have. So every Sunday it was the scene that we have hanging out sessions with all of the friends. Somebody is singing, somebody is getting their sessions,
Okay.
and that's how we used to enjoy. And every Sunday we used to meet a lot of people because everybody is out and everybody is there to talk there, and you get to network with a lot of people from different things.
Right.
And that is the one good thing I think that they told us to have your own meal on the Sunday at outside the university. So food court was the one where everybody used to sit. We used to jam on the music or dance.
Okay.
There are actually a lot of hangout places in the university.
Yeah.
So you can't actually choose one, because if you stick to one, the other will attract you. The other
Right.
will. So we have food court, we have Capitol, we have Greensea, and the best part is the best part of these spots is what you will experience in evening when the colleges go over after 5 p.m. There are events going on, people are hanging out, singing, and jamming sessions. We have one particular event assigned, that is Vibrant Friday, that
Okay.
happens almost every weekend, where people can gather together after colleges, and from all the departments they can gather together at one place. They can jam, they can share their stories. So if I have to talk about favorite, it would be food court only,
Food court only.
because that's where I have survived my whole first year.
Okay.
Most of the time I spent in that food court only.
Okay.
So that's it.
So now what I'll do is I'll do a review reality check, right? So we get a lot of reviews on Siksha's platform, and a lot of people are writing about your university, and would like to ask and testify whether it is right, true or not, right? So he's a BTech student. I won't name it, but batch of 2028 and engineering, computer science, right? It is almost the best university with great facilities and security on top notch.
Agree.
Agree.
How?
Generally what happens ki whenever student decide a university for themselves, the first concern, not just the student but the parent itself, they have ki university में कहीं मेरे बच्चे के साथ कुछ बुरा ना हो जाए, कहीं senior इनको because there have been all the time stories float out on newspaper कि इस university में ये ragging वगैरह ये सारी चीजें हो रही. तो student we have a doubt, and the most concerning our parents have this thing कि कहीं senior ना परेशान करे, वो सारी चीजें करे. तो almost every student come at the university with same mindset. But when you actually get into this university and see that your whole mindset it's changed,
Okay.
because there is no ragging here.
Okay.
It's not like a senior assaulting juniors for different things, and there is a security concern कि यहाँ पे ये हो गया, यहाँ पे वैसा हो गया. I haven't felt anything like in those 2 years. And talking about the ragging portion, to be very honest, I have got lovely seniors in this university, very supportive, and they actually don't treat me like I'm the junior to them. They treat
Okay.
me like I'm a family, I'm a brother to them.
Oh,
I'm living with my 4 roommates in a flat. They all are my seniors, and they actually treat me like as their brother.
oh.
They don't treat me like कि हाँ तू हमारा junior है तो तू ये करेगा, वो करेगा, हमारे orders follow करेगा, and all those things. It's a very friendly thing, and जितने भी seniors मैंने आज तक अपनी university में मिले, they're very good, they're very lovely, and they're very supportive. So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
One thing about the security which I personally experienced was that I was randomly sitting and talking with security guards because we hostel ke niche hi we have all of the securities in 1 month span. So that was the one security guard who was I was interacting with, and at that time he like हमें पता था कि हमारे पास security guards है, हमारे पास bouncers है, and they are taking care of us. But that was the something he told me that आपको पता है कि security guards भी हमारे सारे retired officers हैं.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Every security guard अगर old है या फिर in mid stage है, they are coming from a very good place and that's why they are security here.
Okay.
So every time, every month, there was security guard who used to come to our hostel and check every other rooms. So at that time, she told me that we are even retired officers, we are even retired doctors from our own field, and now since we cannot sit, we are working here.
Okay, that's
students.
great.
So that time I felt that okay, we are under good hands and good security.
And one thing that addition to that is जैसे actual मॉर्निंग में ट्रेनिंग होती है जो सिक्योरिटी पर्सनल से, वैसे हमारे यहाँ भी इस यूनिवर्सिटी में यू विल सी गार्ड्स हैविंग परेड ऑन BBA
Okay.
parking.
So well trained.
Yes.
Well trained.
Yes, and they are very cheerful.
Okay. Okay. Another review. Faculty are good. The infrastructure is very good, including computer labs, Apple labs, and AI labs.
Yes,
we have.
Yes, we do have a lot of labs.
Okay.
These are labs. Normal labs for all of the students to access daily. And then we have this Apple labs, we have game development labs, we have security labs, cyber security, blockchain labs. Every little field you're interested in. For those, we have entire one building which consists of 100 classrooms, and every classroom in that building have Apple access, Apple TV access,
Okay.
and then we have computer access as well. So for that labs, you can access in the 9 to 5 morning office hours, wherever student can go and work there and can access to all of the amenities or all of the facilities that you want to do it. If you don't have your own system, you can sit to the lab and work on your systems for the university on all of this.
Particularly about Apple lab, can you tell me what is it exactly?
So we have Apple authorized training center
Okay.
where students who have good expertise, good holdover, good command over coding, they are given a chance to go beyond their fields.
Oh.
They are given a chance to get actually trained at the particular Apple authorized center.
I personally had my startup idea, which I got introduced to one of the PIRC club that we have that supports all of the entrepreneurs to keep their
Okay.
startup idea and eventually work on that. So while we were on the ideation process, we were assigned, like my team was assigned to work in that Apple lab for for entire month. So for month we were assigned with the Apple lab and 2 other labs even, so that you can work use the resources of those Apple labs and the setups of those another labs as well. So in that Apple lab we were assigned with the mentor and who was guiding throughout our entire ideation process, building a production process, and then deploying the entire project on a bigger level. So those Apple labs entire amenities were very useful for us to deploy it in Android phase as well and iOS phase as well.
Okay.
So that is how that Apple lab helped us, like
Complete
my
ecosystem to students to
Yes.
support their
Yes.
studies. Okay. So now let's get into the most exciting part of this podcast. This is called rapid fire.
Interesting.
Okay. So are you ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One word that describes Parul University.
Growing.
Vibrant.
Okay. One thing here that instantly lifts your mood.
Food.
Events.
And one thing that only PU students will understand.
Oh, events. Back-to-back events.
The tagline यहाँ possible.
Okay. The most underrated spot on campus.
The saloon, supermarts, food courts, temples.
The fountain garden.
Fountain garden. Okay. Okay. A food recommendation for first year students.
White sauce pasta at Messi Bowl.
Veg frank at Mr. Pot.
We'll try. Okay. If your campus life had a theme song, what would it be?
I would say Nadan Parinde.
Okay.
जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या होगा किसने जाना.
PU Rising Star. गा के तो सुना.
नहीं बस.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I just know the first line.
Yeah, please.
जिंदगी
Will work.
एक सफर है सुहाना,
यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. Great. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your time. So that's the end of part 1 of Shiksha Insiders at Palo University. In the part 2, we are going deeper into clubs, culture, creativity, fest, and all those fun elements that make student life come alive. Stay tuned, stay connected.